All right, I just wanted to address an interview that I saw recently by Kyle Busch. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, this guy's a Chase Elliott fan, so, obviously he's not going to like Kyle Busch. That's not it at all. Let's get the facts straight. The fact of the matter is, I respect Kyle Busch's ability as a driver. What he's able to do behind the wheel of a race car, that cannot be denied. But his remarks after finishing second at Bristol this past weekend, he better watch himself. That's all I have to say. First of all, Logano was holding him up. Some of the lap traffic was holding him up. But the fact of the matter is, those guys do not have to get out of the way. This mentality that these drivers that are down need to just get out of the way. Why? You're not in the position that they're in. These young drivers are fighting for a ride next year. They're being looked at, based off of their performance and how they perform and things of that sort. When you're on the highway and somebody's on the on-ramp, is it your job to let them in? No. It's their job to merge into traffic, right? Now, often we do have to slow down, get over in the left lane so that they can get in because they're stupid drivers, right? But it's not our responsibility as somebody that's already on the highway to let these people in. It's their responsibility to get in, to merge with traffic. It's not their job to get out of the way. It kind of goes back, as a Chase Elliott fan, to the thing with Martin Truex Jr. a few weeks back. He had the high line. I've heard people say, well, he pinned Martin down low. No, Martin didn't complete the pass. Simple and plain. Martin tried to come up in front of him, and guess what? There wasn't room. Was it Chase's responsibility to back up and get out of the throttle a little bit so Martin could pass him? No. Hey, guess what? It's the playoffs. I wouldn't do that. I don't think anybody else would do that either in the same situation. He held his ground, and hey, that's racing. Took them both out. But going back to Kyle Busch, eventually his sponsors are going to have some issues with the things that he's saying. In this recent interview I saw with him, he said, hey, we're going to be eliminated this next round anyway. I don't care. You don't care. Well, what about the guys in the engine shop? The guys that are building the cars? Surely that has to be weighing on their minds, hey, our driver doesn't care. It wouldn't surprise me one bit to see one of these crew members sabotage one of his cars. Honestly, because to do that much work for a driver that does not care, the sponsors are hearing this. The guy just said we're going to be eliminated the next round anyway. I don't care. With that kind of attitude and saying those kind of things, it can't be good, especially where your sponsorship is concerned. Kyle Busch, his attitude, really, he needs to check himself. Great driver, awesome talent. I will never deny that. The guy can do some amazing things behind the wheel of a race car, but his attitude has got to change. Guys just moving up and getting out of the way, that's retarded. To even think that is dumb. This is the playoffs. It's a totally different ball of wax. Logano shouldn't have got out of his way. Could he have? Yeah. But is it his obligation to do so? Absolutely not. It's racing. This isn't You know, there's a Porsche 911 coming up behind me. I'm on the highway in a 1986 Honda Accord. I'd better get out of the way. No, this is not that. This is racing. Okay, get real. And it is what it is. And Harvick drove a smart race and won the thing. Simple and plain. Yeah. Just where his sponsors are concerned, they got to be thinking, is this the kind of guy that we really want to sponsor? And eventually it's going to hurt him. His attitude, it's going to come back to bite him. Yeah, so just look for that to happen, because I can definitely see it happening. Just finishing second, piss poor attitude. Looking like a dork with his flat billed hat, just sitting there, just acts like he just does not care one way or another. Even said, I don't care, we're going to be eliminated anyway in the next round. To not show optimism, to not show, hey, I'm going to go out here and perform for my team, I just think it's a crappy attitude. And that's just the way I see it. I really don't care how anybody else sees it, but that's the way I see it. And I know that a lot of people do agree with me, but I just, look for that to happen. If his attitude continues, look for Kyle Busch to have some sponsorship issues, because they're not going to put up with that. They're not going to put up with that kind of attitude, and those kind of things being said. It doesn't look good on him, and it definitely doesn't look good for them sponsoring, his car, and his ride. So that's just some thoughts on Kyle Busch. You can tell me what you think down below. You guys take it easy.